I'm very happy to be joined by the third baseman for our Houston Astros, the man himself, the great Alex Bregman. Thank you so much for joining today, Breggy. How's it going, man? You guys just won another spring training game today against the Cardinals as well, 2-1. How's it going?
Everything's going good, man. It's nice and sunny out here in Florida. We're getting ready to get ready. We're getting ready for opening day, and we're really looking forward to this season. We're excited about it, and we got a good team, and we can't wait to get out there and get going.
Yeah, for sure, man. Definitely excited for the start of the season and to see you play. And, first of all, I just want to thank you for that day when you made that birthday video of Jose Altuve wishing me. It changed a lot of things for me. I think it was one of the biggest moments of my life. So, tell me when you saw that Twitter post, you think you can tell me the story behind it, or do you not like remember it at all?
No, dude, I remember it. Of course, I remember it, and I saw how big of a fan you were of Jose, and he was sitting right next to me, and I showed him, and he couldn't wait to send you that video and tell you happy birthday. And I think y'all got to meet up after the game, if or before the game, one of the games, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken. And I'm really glad I got to make that introduction. I'm a big fan of yours, and big fan of your show.
Oh, I appreciate that, Alex. Yeah, Jose and I did meet. There's a picture of us behind there. That's his bat, by the way, as well. So, yeah, you made it happen, man. I truly appreciate that. That meant a lot, by the way, as well. And, I think you had a great performance yesterday. On Sunday, you had 2 hits and a run scored as well. Do you think that the delayed start of spring training has made like any effect on your prep for the start of the season?
I think, of course, it affects it a little bit because it's such a quick ramp up. So I'm sure a lot of guys are pretty sore, but to be honest with you, I think our team did a really good job of working out and preparing themselves like we would be having a spring training earlier in February. So that way, when we got to camp, everybody feels solid, everybody feels ready to go. Some guys are really swinging the bats well. You saw Jordan and Michael hit homers today in the game, and then Yuli already has 3 homers, and yeah, everybody's feeling really good with the bat. I think the toughest part's going to be getting the pitchers ready to go because they have to build up innings under their arms, especially the starters, so that way they can go out and throw 5 innings every 5 days. So I think they'll be a little bit behind on their workload, but they'll adapt quickly. And I think we do a good job of having a lot of professionals in that clubhouse. And by professionals, I mean guys that take care of their business during the off season and show up ready to play.
Yeah, I hope that, our pitchers, I think Fromber had a pretty good game today as well. I think, I hope to see them ready soon. I think, you guys are looking pretty good right now. And, what were you doing like during the days when the spring training games were canceled? Did you have, any kind of extra training that you did, or did you like hang out with your teammates and stuff like that?
Yeah. So what we did during the lockout was we held our own spring training at Rice University in Houston. If anyone watching this wants to check it out, it's on my YouTube page, and we kind of give a in-depth look at kind of how we were training and preparing for the season. And we had probably between 20 to 40 big leaguers out there just training. Pitchers were throwing bullpens, throwing live at bats. The hitters were taking batting practice on the field, standing in for live BPs, taking their ground balls, working out, running, doing the same things that we'd be doing during a spring training. And I feel like that's why a lot of us feel like we're very prepared for the season.
Yeah, Lance, I think when I interviewed him, he mentioned about that you're training at Rice, and I think it's great that you guys are doing that. It's great to see you guys keep training out there. And have you done any kind of different training during your spring training this year to try and get even better? Like any changes to like your routine or the way you bat at all?
Yeah, 100%. I think each year you try and improve in every facet of the game. And for myself, it started in the off season. After I got done with my hand surgery and was able to train, I switched up my training. I started running a lot, started doing a lot of jumping, trying to just get as athletic as I possibly can. And I really feel like it made a difference. My body feels the best it's felt. I feel like I have a little bit of more spring in my step than I have had the last 2 years. I feel like I did early on in my career, and during as it goes with hitting and defense, I did change a few things for both of them. Defensively, I'm really focused on that explosive first step at third base and staying low. The lower I stay, the better I play defense over there, and I feel like I can explode right now to go make a play, which is nice feeling. And then, hitting wise, I'm really focused on staying on the ball, staying through the ball, hitting the ball from line to line, trying to swing at really good pitches, pitches that I can do damage on. And if it's a pitch I can't do damage on, I need to take it. And I'm working really hard on that. And really looking forward to this season. I can't wait to go out and play really well with this team and help this team win games.
Yeah, I agree. I think I saw on your YouTube channel you were kind of like adjusting your bat or something like that. You were, trying to tinker with that, I guess. And I really hope that the improvements that you're making. I think you'll be shining on the field this year, and I, really can't wait to see you play for sure. And you're mentioning that surgery on your right wrist that you had around November. You think, how do you say that's kind of made a positive difference to you?
Oh, well, it's made an extremely positive difference. Dr. Melhoff, one of our team doctors, is amazing. He just does a great job. He helped me with my elbow before earlier on in my career, and then he helped me now with my wrist. And just to give you a little gauge of the how good of a surgeon he is, I was gripping with my left hand at 160, and I was gripping at my right hand at 30, and now I'm back to 160 on both. So I'm
Oh,
really, really feeling good. And it's a big part due to him. And I'm very excited for this season.
oh, that's awesome, man. It's great to see that for you to be, feeling this great this time of year. And we all want you to, have that MVP form, your swag and everything, man. People are talking about how much this team needs that Alex Bregman, that MVP Alex Bregman to get back to the World Series. We want that kind of like that 41 homer, 119 RBI, close to 300 batting average season that you had in like 2019. And that was great. And I know you can do that, man. You just, keep being
I
yourself and be that confident person that you are, man.
I appreciate it. And you know what? That was a really good year. 2019, 2018 was a really good year. And the way I'm feeling right now, I hope to have a better year than both of those years. So just look forward to trying to stay as healthy as possible and try and help this team win as many games as possible.
That's awesome, man. We can't wait. And, I saw your YouTube channel. I'm a subscriber to it. And I think you started posting, a while back. And then, you posted a lot more since then. So, how did you decide to making vlogs and stuff? I think it's a great idea. So, you have a production team to help you out with that and stuff like that.
Yeah, so earlier on in my career, I noticed that, there wasn't really any behind the scenes looks at what goes on for baseball players. And I know that when I was growing up as a kid, I would want to see what my favorite players or big league players, how they were training, what they were doing, how they were trying to improve. And I would, if I had that as a resource, I would try and do that. I would be looking at it, watching it, and trying to do exactly as they do. So I just decided, you know what, let's do it. Let's pull the curtain back and show what we do all the time, and have a great team around me that makes all of it happen. And to be honest with you, I don't even notice it really. I just focus on baseball, and they take care of filming it and posting it and doing all of that. I focus on getting as good at baseball as I possibly can to help this team win games.
Yeah, it's great to see a behind the scenes look. I think a lot of people really appreciate it, and I can tell I greatly enjoy those as well. And I think having Justin Verlander back this year. How's it been to have him in the clubhouse? Have you been talking with him a lot?
Oh, of course, it's great to have him back. A Hall of Famer, just a guy who I feel like he's like the Tom Brady of baseball. I think he can pitch until he's 48. I don't know. He's gonna pitch for a long time, but he's a freak athlete, super smart pitcher. he can compete with the best of them. He's intelligent. He's so well prepared for every one of his outings. He's still trying to improve, even with his Hall of Fame resume. So, it's an honor to be his teammate. He pushes every single person around him to work extremely hard, and it's fun to be in there, be on his team, and we're definitely glad he's back.
Yeah, I'm definitely am too. I can't wait to see him pitch soon. It's going to be great to have him here. And how would you say that Dusty Baker? How do you say he's been different from AJ Hinch, the previous manager? How do you kind of compare their styles?
I think they're both great. I think they're both winners. I think they both do so many things well. They know how to get guys to play hard for them. Dusty has been awesome since he's been here. He's a winner. He loves to compete, and he always puts a team on the field that loves to compete for him. And I'm super excited for him. I think he's 13 wins away from 2,000 wins in a career. That's amazing. He's a Hall of Fame manager, and hopefully this year we can send him out on top. Or if he wants to manage for the next 20 years, I hope he manages for the next 20 years. I don't know. He could get as many wins as he wants. But I think he'd be pretty pumped up with a World Series win, over 2,000 wins in his career. And who knows, he may manage till he's 100 years old, and he'd do a damn good job at it.
That's great to hear your support of Dusty. I hope he can finish the job this year and get that a World Series win for him. And I hope you don't mind me asking, but have either you or any of your teammates, has anybody had the chance to speak with Carlos Correa after his decision?
Yeah, Carlos actually sent me a video of his swing the other day, and it looked really, really good. I'm super excited for him. I'm happy for his family. We'll always be friends. We have so many great memories together. Our wives are friends. So always rooting for him. And he's a phone call. He's a FaceTime away during the season. So looking forward to continuing our friendship and watching him have so much success.
Yeah, that's great to hear, man. It's just awesome to see how you guys have such close friendships with one another. And I want to ask you about what was like the hardest part for you when you transitioned to third base. Was it kind of like a seamless transition, or did it take some work to get used to it?
It's pretty difficult. It's a lot different than shortstop, but I had a lot of great coaches in the minor leagues, and a lot of great teammates that have helped me out a lot with that transition. And playing in the middle infield, you go and get the ball a lot more. And third base, it's more of a reaction position where you have to go side to side a little bit more. So just learning how to stay in rhythm, and those were the biggest challenges, really, how to stay in rhythm while moving side to side instead of coming to get the ball more.
Right. I think you've done a great job at third base. I think your defense has just been outstanding, man. You do a great job with that. And you were born in New Mexico. You went to, I think, Albuquerque Academy. Do you go back to New Mexico often? Does a lot of your family and friends still live there? Or do you just hang out in Houston most of the time?
I bounce back and forth. I live in Houston with my wife, we're expecting our first child, and we live there. Her family lives there. My family lives back in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and we'll go back home during the off season some, and we'll go to Louisiana some, where I went to school. But for the most part, our home base now is Houston, Texas, and it's awesome to be able to call Houston home.
Oh, that's great to hear, man. By the way, congratulations on you're expecting. And what's your favorite part of Houston? What do you like most about H-Town?
Oh, there's so many things I like about Houston: the people, the food, just obviously the Astros baseball games, Minute Maid Park, just the atmosphere in Houston, the resiliency of the city, the love for their sports teams, and just it's been awesome just to be able to get out in the community, meet so many great people, have so many friends now in Houston, Texas, and it's awesome.
Yeah, man, that's great to hear. We just love your fondness of H-Town. Just have, I think, two more questions for you real quick. Um, about your Breggy Bomb salsa, how did you get the idea for that? Because, I made a bet with my parents that, if Alex, does the interview with me, we're going to buy a whole bunch of salsa. So, how'd you get the idea for it?
You know what? Growing up in New Mexico, I always loved salsa. We went to a Mexican restaurant in New Mexico called Sadie's, and it was our favorite restaurant growing up. And they actually approached me in 2018 to start making our own salsa, and I said yes. And 2 years later, we had our own salsa, and now it's available in every HEB in Houston. Hopefully, be statewide by the end of the year. We added a hot version of our salsa. And then this year, um, actually coming up here in about a week or so, we're gonna have barbecue sauce. We're gonna have barbecue rubs, and our barbecue one of our barbecue sauces is called swamp sauce, which ties back to my LSU roots. So you're gonna have to check it out, and everybody watching this should go check it out. It's gonna be an HEB, and y'all go get it.
Yeah, man, definitely. We really appreciate that. Um, and man, Alex, we really don't want you to leave, man. We want to be, we want you to be an Astro for life, bro, because we really love you down here, man.
Well, I would love that. I would love that. I think I have 3 more years left on this contract, and we'll see what happens. But you know where I would want to be, and that's Houston forever. But I hope it goes as planned, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, for sure, man. Alex, I really appreciate the time. Thank you so much. You meant a lot to me, man. Thanks for everything once more. And love you, bro. And I just
Thank you.
wanted to, yeah, just one more thing for you. I'm wondering if you could, you could give me a follow.
A follow, of course, bro.
Appreciate that, man.
You
And
take care.
yeah, and you think I could ask you like for a retweet when I post this on my YouTube channel?
No doubt, brother.
All
Take it
right.
easy.
Yeah, appreciate that. You have a good day, man. Bye-bye.
You too, man.
Bye.